There are a number of dimensions when it comes to positive mental health, one of which is resilience.
Resilience is a process of being able to adapt well and bounce back quickly in times of stress.
To pinpoint the head of resilience, let's all know about the 7 C's of resilience model. Competence. It is the ability to know how to face challenges effectively. It is being able to demonstrate competence in real situations and believing in one's own ability.
Connection. It is the sense of belonging and having close ties to friends, family, and community. Character. It is the sense of right and wrong and are prepared to make wise choices.
Contribute. Hearing the thank yous and appreciation when we contribute, hearing increases willingness to take better actions. Coping. It is the ability to overcome life challenges effectively. Controlling. The ability to have control over your decisions and to determine the result based on your choices. Resilience is important for mental health and well-being, and luckily, everyone can learn to be resilient. And resilience, let's watch this video.
Have you ever felt anxious when you've had loads of homework? Maybe you felt hurt when a friend said something mean about you. Or sad when your dog passed away. Or maybe you're feeling nervous about leaving primary school to go to secondary school. There are going to be times in your life that will be difficult to deal with. But there is good news. Did you know you can learn skills to help you deal with your challenging emotions better? These skills help you develop a characteristic called resilience. Resilience is the ability to cope with and bounce back from difficult times. It's being able to pick yourself back up after you've been knocked down. It's about building your inner strength to deal with and manage stressful situations. Resilience and emotions go hand in hand. Learning how to deal with your challenging emotions when they occur is important in developing your resilience. It can be helpful to think of emotions as the weather. Sometimes they can be stormy and dark, and other times they can be sunny and bright. Learning how to master your emotions can help you build the confidence to tackle any challenge thrown your way. Some of the challenges that you might be dealing with could include dealing with an illness, relationship or family issues, problems at school, bullying, or losing someone you love. Those are all really big things. But small things can stress people out too, like losing a sports game, being told off by a parent or teacher, or getting a detention. For some people, these little things can add up. But for other people, it doesn't bother them much at all. That's because everyone has a different level of resilience. Two people might experience similar situations, but cope with them in completely different ways. This can be due to past experiences, genetics, or what we have learned from parents. Everyone is different. The great thing is that you are actually able to develop and build your resilience. However, Being resilient doesn't mean you are meant to push any feelings away or not express them. Developing resilience means you learn to recognize your emotions and manage them in a constructive way. Here are some simple ways to start developing your resilience. Find healthy ways to deal with stressful times. If things start feeling too stressful, find something enjoyable to do, like patting your pet, doing some exercise, or talking to a parent, sibling, or friend. It can also include speaking positively to yourself and reassuring yourself that things will be okay. Accept the fact that change is a part of life. This means everyone goes through it. Perhaps you've moved to a new city, or started a new school. Maybe there's a new member in your family. Often, it can take time to adjust to a new change in life, especially if we didn't choose it. But as you learn to accept changes in your life and make the best out of whatever is happening, you'll grow stronger and happier. Take some deep breaths. When you feel a challenging emotion, chances are your body is physically reacting to it too. It will most likely be giving you warning signs that you're feeling a certain way. If you're stressed, scared, or nervous, your heart might beat really fast, or you might feel sweaty and shaky. But did you know that you can actually use your body to help you manage your emotions? One way of doing this is by controlling your breathing. Start by slowing your breathing down. Take deep, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. You'll be surprised how calm this can make you feel. Finally, learn to be flexible when it comes to change. This helps to develop your resilience. Life isn't perfect, and things don't always go according to plan. Maybe you were promised a birthday party, but your family couldn't afford one this year. Or maybe you were expecting to get into the top team for your favourite sport, but found out that you placed in the second team instead. Can you learn to become flexible when things don't go the way you expected? Being flexible helps you to be creative in your ways of coping. Having a plan B, and even a plan C, can assist in your flexibility so that when your plan A falls through, you still have other options. The key is to maintain a positive perspective and not only see what's not working, but be able to accept change and focus on moving forward. Developing your resilience is super important if you want to be able to handle difficult situations well and come out on top. Learning to develop your resilience can be done in many ways, like accepting that change is normal, using healthy strategies to manage challenging emotions, and learning how to go with the flow. Remember, being resilient does not mean you aren't allowed to feel and acknowledge your emotions. It just means that you'll have the tools to help you to cope with things that are difficult, so you'll be able to bounce back and make the most out of life.
Now, I would request Junior Wing Head Ma'am to share her words of inspiration with us.
So, first of all, good morning, children. Today, I would not speak. I would want you all to tell me what you understood today. So, how will we decide who's going to speak? I will just call out the roll numbers. Because all of us are supposed to be attentive, and I think we all were listening. Yes. So, we'll start with class 3 sitting here. Okay. So class 3, roll number 7. 3A, roll number 7. Who's class 3, roll number 7? You? We should be
Connected to others.
okay. We should connect to others. Now, children, this I am doing just to make you realize that we sit through the assembly for 1 hour, but we are not even able to speak one line. So, are we just coming here to waste our time? We see something, we see a song, we see a dance, and then we move back. We are back to our classes, 0. Learning nothing.
We come to learn something.
Then keep in mind every time when we are here, you need to be very active because you need to know what we are doing here. Class 4, so this was 4A. Class 4B,
Put your hand down.
roll number 25. Who's 4? Just kind of excusing you, but this is very bad that we come for an assembly but listening to what's going on in the assembly, and you should be confident to stand up and speak at least 3 lines about what you learned today. Now there's one more thing. I appreciate the assembly, but always keep in mind when you come here, others are watching you, so your pronunciation has to be correct. Anyone can tell me 2 words that were not pronounced correctly today during the assembly? Yes? What were those 2 words? Say one. So why did you raise your hand then? Yes.
Ma'am, can I tell what I learned today?
Okay.
Ma'am, I learned copying.
It's not copying. So it's coping, not copying.
Okay, ma'am.
Copying is to copy someone, means to duplicate. Coping means to manage. There is no Y. In copying, you have C-O-P-Y-I-N-G. Copying. Copying means to just duplicate what you are seeing. But coping means to manage. So children, I'm sorry, but you people are not.
I learned that when there is a change, we should also change ourselves instead of getting scared. Yes, and I also want to add something else, that when that sometimes God doesn't do the thing which you think He should, but God has a perfect plan for your life. Thank you.
So children, I think we cannot sum up the assembly more beautifully than this. That always, whenever we are at a low, emotions are low, we are at a low of our, you can say, enthusiasm. That time, remember, every time things don't work the way we want them, that's an indication that God has something better coming up for you all. At that time, have faith, maintain your confidence, cope up with your emotions, connect with people, connect with yourself, maintain, try to come up with competencies, and you will have that energy, enthusiasm to fight out all your problems in life. Abhi to you are very small, you don't understand what are problems in life. I'm sure your parents, they all know, they have gone through lot in life. So, this is the time that you should understand with small things. When suddenly something doesn't happen your way, remember, God has better plans. Thank you, Harnit. Thank you so much. Thank you, children. So, let's all appreciate the class assembly of 4A. Thank you, Katrina. So, just remember, all the teachers, they can just just discuss these 7 C's. And next time, I want you all to be very, very alert when you are in the assembly. Will that be done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, class 5 will get a chance next time.